everybody, and welcome to a tutorial about Goldwave. Now, some people may know that program as an audio editing software for like music and stuff. Well, I've found my ways of creating all my synths and basses and stuff using this program. And I guess since nobody else has made anything about it, or just since they don't think that it's good enough for that, I'm gonna show you how I use it to do that. So I just start doing stuff, and if it doesn't come out well, I just restart and try something else. And I'll show kind of some of the stuff that I do in order to get the synths where they are now. Like I'll open up some of them. Like here's one of my new ones. This one actually sounds really good as a synth at a really high pitch. Like let me do that. It's actually pretty good for making this stuff. Although it really helps to have plugins. See, I got a few plugins here: autofilter, chorus, flanger, phaser, and what's this one again? Oh, right, frequency modulation and stuff like that. It really helps. So, with that being said, I guess I'll get started. I guess I'll just make a new sound, like about 5 seconds long, stereo, and 44,100 hertz. If you make it too high, then it's pretty much the same at this one, so I'm just going to keep it like that. And then it starts out blank. Now there are two ways to actually get something started here. There's the easy way and then there's the hard way. The easy way I didn't figure out until much later, but I'm just going to go ahead and show that one because it's much better. You press this button right here, it says f of x eval, and then under waves there's sine f equals hertz, square f equals hertz, triangle f equals hertz, and then sawtooth f equals hertz. Now when I'm making like a synth or something, I don't know, I might start out with a sine or a sawtooth. I'm just gonna go ahead and do sawtooth. And before you do that, maybe change this to about like maybe 50 to 200, and you can preview it right here to see what it would sound like. The lower the number it is, the lower pitch it'll be. But if you go any lower than 50, it doesn't exactly sound right. See, it gets a little too low. 200 is about as high as I would go. But if I'm going to start a bass, I'll probably do 100 maybe. Or maybe 50, but I'm just going to do 100, just since this is a tutorial. And then, I don't know, a plain sawtooth wave is not good enough, because I can't really get anything from that. It's just a sawtooth wave. Through VST plugins and stuff, people would start out and they would overlap waves on top of each other. That's not how you do it in here. I would go to mechanize, and it will oscillate something over this one. For example, like a square wave, right now it only gives you square, triangle, and sine options. I wish it had a sawtooth option, but unfortunately no. So I'm just going to try square. And they all kind of sound different. But I usually try to like make the number, sometimes I'll make the number like just beneath it because it'll make a cool effect. Kind of like a flanger effect. Not really entirely sure what to do with this, but I never usually do. I'm just going to try something. And get rid of this extra part right here. Yeah, I guess that sounds pretty good. Now, I don't know, let me just try to think of some kind of effect that I can do with this. Like, under dynamics, you can change the volume of it. Here being, this line right here being the volume of nothing. At 0, 0, I guess. It's like, I'm not entirely sure how to say this. This is the negative, this is everything beneath the line, and this right here is everything above the line, the positive. When you do this, everything around this area will get increased volume. Like, you kind of see it kind of went down right there, but that's not really big enough to make a difference. I use a lot of the presets though. Amplify low volume, this just kind of increases the volume without clipping it. Let me see if you can tell a difference. Kind of. Sometimes I'll put it in reverse because that kind of makes a cool effect. But let's see, what else do we got here? I'll try another mechanize. No. If I can get something out of that. Maybe 200. Not entirely sure what would work here, but it usually takes a while of testing. Whoa, I actually kind of like that. You know what? I don't have to do it like that because the square wave kind of messes up the whole flanger effect because it's a square wave. So I'm just gonna use the flanger. This makes it a little bit easier. Like the ones that I would probably use are chorus and classic. And then lower the settings here a little bit. There we go, good flanger. And then now that I've got my new plugins, I'd probably, probably like use a phaser on there because phasers usually sound cool. Now, you're not gonna have this. This isn't gonna be in Gold Wave. If you want to get plugins, I don't know. Maybe I might make a separate video for that because it's there's kind of a certain way you have to do it. But this, you're not gonna have this. This is just I'm using. You know what? No, I'm not gonna use the phaser because I need to teach how to use this. So. And then other things I might like to do, like for basses and stuff, I don't usually use this anymore because I like the spectrum filter much better. So this is probably what I would use. It allows you, everything over here is the lowest pitches, everything over here is the highest pitches. Do this, it'll just be bass. See? It's just bass. But then if you just do this, cut it off completely, high pass. This is all the high pitch sounds. They're getting everything else is all lowered. The filter that I like to do most is, well, first I need to lower the minimum graph range so I can get the middle end, like right in the middle. I usually make it in the shape of, I believe this is like a bandpass filter. And I think a bandpass filter is this shape right here. I'm not entirely sure. But what I'll do is I will, oh god, graph's really, oh, okay, hold on a second. Okay. I'll try to make 2 of those. One for the high pass and one for the low pass, and everything in the middle will be the same. This usually gives you a decent amount of increase for each volume. That's why I like that. Now, if you start to see it clipping like this, going over the edges, that's fine. I think Gold Wave has some kind of thing to where it won't actually play the sound of it clipping. It'll go beyond the reaches, but it's everything that's getting clipped off right there is still there. You can just, if you just lower the volume a little bit, then you can see that it's still there. It's not actually clipped. It's just you can't see it. So, yeah, this is gonna get clipped a little bit. Once you save it, it's done, it's clipped, and you can't fix it, because you can't undo either. So I guess this is kind of a cool sounding synth. Let's see, I don't know. Hiss noise is something that I'll do. It'll increase the volume a bit, but it depends. It doesn't always sound good. Sometimes it's good to have that little bit of a hiss in the background. You can kind of see it right here around the middle. See, kind of, but it's kind of low in the quality of my sound, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. Then Let's see, what else do I have here? Sign change. Sometimes this can sound good. I've only used this about once. It pretty much just takes all the high volumes and lowers them to nothing, and all the low volumes inverts them and makes them to everything. So that's why it's called sign change. Everything is completely inverted. See, like right down here is the lowest negative volume. It's nothing. Right here is where the silent volume would be. It's at the lowest negative, or the highest negative and the highest positive, and then back to silent again. So all the low volumes are increased, all the high volumes are lowered, so it's backwards. And it usually makes it very loud and scratchy. I don't use that one anymore. Let's see. Blare. This one just really increases the volume, as you can see, but I'm not going to use that. I use this one a lot to increase the volume. I don't know, I kind of increased a little bit too much, so I'm going to do the amplify light. There we go. Got a little better, you can't really tell the difference. Then, this one here, clip. If you have Gold Wave, then you will notice that it does not look like this shape. I ended up replacing it with my own preset. This completely clips every single volume and makes a super loud distortion. See? It's not actually going over the edges. If you lower the volume, you can see that it is actually like this. I actually clipped everything. But I'm not going to do that because it only sounds for some stuff. Let's see. Let's see, do I have anything else that I would do? Well, sometimes I'll use other things like pitch, reverb, anything else, but yeah, I guess that's pretty much how I guess that's pretty much how I get my synths. And might use this in one of my songs because I kind of like that. And there we go. I guess that was pretty much done here. I'm going to save it in my many synths. I got quite a bit. I don't know, flanger. Huh? What's that one? I don't know, flanger chew. Alright then. I guess that was pretty much my tutorial. Thanks for watching. I might make a video on the plugins. So, see you next time.